Hey guys, how's it going? We've got some news today that we're going to talk about, and of course, I'm going to theorize it after we read from this quote from Carl Weathers. This is regarding Mandalorian Season 3 filming in September, so next month, and this information just came out, well, yeah, it's 2 a.m., so technically yesterday, but not that far off. Carl Weathers shares the Mandalorian Season 3 will begin filming next month. During Steel City Con, Carl Weathers made a special guest appearance and shared his excitement for Season 3. He also shared that the series will begin filming the new season within the month. Weathers shared with those in attendance, "We're going to start a new season of The Mandalorian in the next month. Yeah, and I get to be in front of the camera again, and I get to direct again. So I hope you all stay on the lookout for it. Watch it, support it. Please, because I'm not just proud of my work, but I'm proud of the show and be part of it." I don't even think he needs to say that because Mandalorian is probably one of the most watched shows on the face of the planet when it does air. So, Mandalorian set to film the same set locations as Kenobi, with new sets reportedly being built at a rather leisurely pace compared to the sets initially constructed for the other Star Wars series, such as the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi, which they just did. Filming for Season 3 was initially meant to begin in April 2021, right? If you guys remember, we got that delay, but was pushed back in favor of filming the first season of the Book of Boba Fett and the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which I don't know if I really buy that. I feel like they got enough money and resources and able to enable them to film everything at the same time. I mean, but fair enough, whatever. Pedro Pascal and Giancarlo Esposito are set to return for Season 3, Mandalorian, along with Carl Weathers and Grief Karga. Currently unknown who else will make an appearance in the new season, but we expect to see some familiar faces. Okay, this makes me think that now that we're going to be getting it filming next month in September, and it was supposed to be filming in April, that is a 4-month, 5-month delay. So, I think if it were filmed in April, like it was supposed to, then we would have had it released probably in the spring, summer of 2022, which would have been sweet. It would have been right after the Book of Boba. Now that it's going to be filming next month and they're going to start filming, it's probably going to take them several months to film, taking us into the fall, maybe even the winter, which means that they'll probably start post-production sometime December once Book of Boba is out, in case they're still working on some finishing touches for it as well. They may allocate all resources to Book of Boba. Now, I believe, in my opinion here, if they do film it in September, then we sadly probably won't see it until the fall or even the winter of 2022, which kind of sucks because I was hoping that we would get a tandem effect of Book of Boba taking us from the end of December all the way, it was 6 to 8 episodes, taking us to pretty much mid-February, and then we can get Mando Season 3, maybe sometime in March, something like that. Maybe like 2-3 weeks later after Book of Boba Fett to keep that momentum going. So now it's like, I think if that's not going to happen, we're going to have some sort of a gap. So what could fill this gap? Bad Batch Season 2, but is it ready yet? Most likely, I would say that it's probably ready, I would think. They probably filmed or recorded, Season 1 and 2 all at the same time. I think after that, if we get Bad Batch Season 2 after Book of Boba Fett, then we may not get anything other than perhaps some Jedi Fallen Order trailers or something like that, like we were alluded to, not promised, but alluded to, hinted at in 2022. And then from there, we may get, I don't think, anything else until the fall or winter. It kind of seems like that's their theme. I really wish that they worked just like they did with Marvel, where everything was bludgeoned, just back to back. I mean, we haven't really gotten a breather moment since WandaVision, It's been constant content within a few weeks to maybe a month of breather time. And I'd love for them to follow the same model, I don't want to have this constant gap between the two things. So now, as we know, in September, we have the anime version of, I'm forgetting, the Visions, Star Wars Visions. But all of those are going to be released upon the same time, I believe. We don't get those in sort of a drip method, a weekly release, sort of like Mando and Bad Batch and things like that. That will probably be it until the Book of Boba Fett in the end of December. Now, if we get Book of Boba, then we get Bad Batch. That could take us well into probably the summer, or even the end of summer, right? Again, starting with the same sort of scheme that we had with Bad Batch Season 1, taking us into the end of, almost the end of August, if they have a 16-episode run, 25 minutes each. Let's say we get that. Let's say then in September there's nothing, right? So what could we get? Maybe then we could get a Fallen Order thing, or they're going to release something at Celebration 2022. I think Celebration 2022 will get a whole bunch of information regarding shows, release dates, games, this and that. We'll probably get the Ubisoft game trailer or some stills or something, and we'll most likely get a ton of other shows that are going to be announced, as well as Taika Waititi's movie that he's making, which I'm very looking forward to, even though I don't know anything about it, but I like his work so far. And I think we're probably going to get a trailer for Kenobi. And I think Ewan McGregor would most likely show up at Celebration 2022. I just don't see how they would not have him there, considering this is going to be the most anticipated Star Wars show maybe ever, after the prequels. I would even say more anticipated than the sequels, because this is going to be covering two of the main characters of Star Wars: Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, in one of the most pivotal times in Star Wars, which is between Episode 3 and Episode 4, 10 years after. So 20 years, you get A New Hope. 20 years before that, you get Revenge of the Sith. So right in the middle, smack in the middle, 10 years. So what's happening in this time? Everyone's sort of in this momentary state where they're transforming their character development into what they're going to become in A New Hope, but also still lagging and acting the same way they did from Revenge of the Sith. So they're in this like melded point where they're kind of combining two of the, I don't want to say ideologies, but yeah, maybe the character developments that we see from both films. And it'll be really interesting to see how we get that dynamic of them just blending all of these personalities and these thought processes together, and how they end up the way they end up. I am the most excited for the Kenobi show. So the fact that we're getting this filming next month leads me to believe that we probably won't see Mando Season 3 until winter, perhaps, of 2022. I highly doubt that they would release anything substantial during Celebration 2022, so we may not even get anything after the Book of Boba Fett, to be honest. They're probably just going to be like, just wait until Celebration, you're going to get a whole plethora of information and shows and all this stuff. I'm thinking Celebration 2022 is probably going to be mind-blowing, because Celebration 2018, or was it 2019, Chicago, was all about Episode 9, essentially, and the Clone Wars coming back, but mainly focusing on Episode 9. I was there in Chicago. It was a fun time. The energy was through the roof. It was beautiful. But I think this next one is going to be turning a new leaf, because it's going to be giving us so much new Star Wars content, or at least news about what's to come, that I think our heads are going to spin. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to know what you guys think about this filming next month, about the delay, and when you think we could get Mando Season 3. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that it's going to be, sooner than expected, my young apprentice. But it could very well be the fall or winter of 2022, which would kind of suck. But hey, I'm looking forward to a ton of extra stuff coming in 2022. So yeah, to that, let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you enjoyed this little breakdown on my thoughts on it. And yeah, here's to more Star Wars content. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, and let me know what you think. I got the lights off tonight, so just got the lights going on in the background. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it. Trying new things. And it's not really. It's just like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I don't really feel like having a bright light in my face right now. Anyways, catch you guys in a little bit. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.